Hi guys, it's Chrissie and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. So as you guys could probably tell from the title of this video, this is a collab video. So in this collab, I'm going to be collabing with the amazing Wallflower Sims or JACQUELINE. So yeah, we've already done a collab together before, but that was a really big group collab. That was the Earth Day group collab that Camilla actually put together. And yeah, we were both part of that collab, and that's actually how I found her channel. So yeah, I found her channel through that collab. I watched some of her videos and everything like that, and I just fell in love with her build style, and her voiceovers are always super funny. I know she doesn't think that she's super funny or like interesting to listen to, but I think that's something with, I think all YouTubers feel that way at some point, that, you know, we're very boring to listen to and we can't understand why people listen to us. But yeah, she's very funny and I absolutely love her voiceovers and her building style and everything like that. So yeah, her builds are always amazing, and I actually asked her to do this collab with me, I think earlier this week. And yeah, I asked her to do this collab, and we just decided to do a very basic, like, one person furnishes the build while the other one builds it. So I actually got the task of building the exterior of the build. I actually asked her if I could build the exterior, because normally I'm the one, if I'm doing collabs with someone, I'm usually the one that's furnishing the interior of the build. And this time around I was actually just in the mood to build, like to build an exterior of something. And yeah, so I built the exterior of the build and she's going to be furnishing it. So yeah, definitely go and check out her channel that I'll leave linked down below. I'll have in the description a link to her video as well as her channel and her Twitter as well. And I think she's more active on like Instagram than she is on Twitter, but I'll have both of those linked down below for you guys. But yeah, definitely go and check out to see what she does with this build, because honestly it's it's a bit of a different one. It's something that I don't normally build. I don't normally do like townhouses type thing, because usually whenever I build townhouses, I'm just building them on my own, and I feel really bad if I'm not furnishing both of them. And that's really stupid, because you're never going to really play in like two townhouses on one lot. That's not really a thing that you can do in The Sims all that easily if you want to have like separate families living there. So I never build townhouses for that reason, but this time around I decided to build some townhouses just because it's something different. It's not your like regular like build collab, and honestly it's just something that I was in the mood to build. I actually found a reference picture that I'll put up on the screen if I can remember to do it, but I'll put this picture up on the screen of the like reference picture that I found, and it really inspired this build. So yeah, it's just like a modern kind of eco townhouse. I did Google like modern eco townhouses or something like that, so that was one of the pictures that came up. And I don't know why it's all that eco. I'm just assuming that they have various things that make it more eco-friendly. That's just the idea that I'm going with. I did put some solar panels on the roof, and I gave the lot the, I believe it's like the eco lot trait, so it is a little bit more eco-friendly. But that's the only like eco, I say in air quotes, things that I did, apart from using a bunch of the new eco lifestyle pack items. So yeah, that's the only things that kind of make this lot eco in my opinion. But yeah, so JACQUELINE is going to be going in and furnishing these townhouses, and she did tell me that she might be furnishing both of them before she saw how big the build was. And when I told her how big the build was and when she actually got started with it, she told me that she's actually going to be just furnishing one of them, because as you guys can see, they're like 3 stories, and I'm really sorry about that. But yeah, I wanted, the whole idea that I had was kind of centered around this sunken down area at the bottom. So having like not technically a basement, but like the first floor is technically kind of like underground, I guess. And yeah, that was kind of the idea that like inspired most of this build. That's what I saw from the like reference picture that really caught my attention. So yeah, that's why she's only furnishing one of them. But that means that the other one, I don't know exactly which one she did, but that means that the other one is completely unfurnished. So if you guys do want to download this build, you guys can find the unfurnished version, like with both of them like completely empty. You can find that on my gallery page, which is just ChrissieYT, And then on Jacqueline's page, I believe her gallery ID is Thatsjaylin. I think I will have it in the description down below. I'll list it for you guys. But on her gallery page, you guys will be able to find the furnished version, and that'll have like one of the townhouses done, and the other one you guys can go in and furnish for whatever family you want to have live there, which I think is a really nice way to do it, because honestly, whenever I download townhouses from the like gallery or something, I really like when one of them is empty, so that I can have my Sims move into that one and like personalize it for them, if I don't want to go in and like build the whole exterior, which I usually don't want to do. So yeah, that's a really great way to do that. And yeah, so one of them is empty for you guys to furnish, and I can't wait to see what she's done with the interior of the other one, because I haven't seen any like screenshots or anything like that. She asked me if I wanted to see screenshots, and I told her that I liked being surprised, which I kind of do sometimes. And I say sometimes, but yeah, I really do like being surprised sometimes, and I know that she's going to do a great job with it, and she probably has already done a great job with it. So yeah, I can't wait to see that, and I can't wait to see her video, and I can't wait to just go onto the gallery and download the build and just have a like proper look around it myself as well. So yeah, that's definitely something that I'm going to do. And yeah, this build isn't like pack restricted at all. I should probably mention that. But yeah, this build isn't pack restricted since we both have all of the packs, so we kind of just went crazy with it. And yeah, it's on a 40 by 30 lot in Newcrest, and I have no idea how much it's worth, like how much it costs, because I didn't check this before I like uploaded it to the gallery, and I didn't write it down how much the like unfurnished version costs. But yeah, the furnished version is probably very expensive because I think the unfurnished version is already very expensive. So yeah, if you like factor in how much furnishing costs in this game, especially if you're going for like a more modern style, then it's very expensive. And I think she probably went for a more modern style. Like I said, I haven't seen any like pictures of it or anything like that, so I could be totally wrong, but I'm just assuming that from what we talked about doing a more modern build. That's why I did a more modern exterior, that she probably went with a more modern style. So yeah, it's probably very expensive. So yeah, I don't know how many of you guys actually pay attention to that when you're downloading builds from the gallery, if you actually pay attention to how much it costs your Sims to move in there. Because I don't know about you, but if I'm looking for a build for a very specific family, and it's not like a rags to riches series or like a legacy challenge or something, I never pay attention to how much a house costs. I just, cheat my Sims the money or use free real estate, give them whatever build I want them to move into, and then I'll go in and I'll take away most of their money, just so that they do have to struggle a little bit to pay their bills and stuff like that, because that is what makes the game fun for me. I like having my Sims struggle a tiny bit and have to work to have money and pay their bills and everything like that. Once they start making like an obscene amount of money and they just never run out of money, that's when the game gets boring to me and I start a new one. So yeah, that's what I do usually. So yeah, I don't really pay attention to how much things cost when I'm building, unless I'm like specifically going in to do a like restricted budget build or something like that, which isn't all that often. So yeah, but I haven't really talked about this build all that much, so you guys will have seen most of the exterior come together already, like the shape of it and most of the windows and all of that. I did trial run this build before I started building it, just the shape of it, just to see if I could fit all of it on this one lot, and if the whole like sunken down terrain thing was going to work and all of that. I did try that out before I started recording. And yeah, I did cut out a few things of this build that you guys will have seen already, like me putting down those rocks at the front, not at the front, but like kind of as this like retaining wall, I guess, so that you don't have to see the ugly like terrain manipulated wall. So yeah, I did do that. I used those rocks. They're actually from, I think, Outdoor Retreat, and I used them in the backyard as well. You guys will see that a little bit later on at I think at probably like almost the end of the video. I do that where I make this whole sunken down outdoor space with like basically the whole backyard is kind of underground. It's still like open air and all of that stuff, so it's not like claustrophobic or anything, but it's basically like underground on the like first level. So in my head you have like the first level, which is almost like the basement, the second level, which is where the front door is, and then the third level, which is like this really like L-shaped kind of space. So yeah, that's how I was thinking about it when I was building it. So the like backyard is on the first level, like underground, where they have a pool, like a communal pool for both of the townhouses to share, but they also have their like own little outdoor spaces with their own grills and tables and stuff like that as well underground. So yeah, I really like that. I really like the way that turned out, and I used those rocks from Outdoor Retreat to line the whole, like all three sides of it, so that it kind of looks like it's been like sunken down into the ground, and they have like just these rocks holding like the like earth back, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it, but you guys will see what I'm talking about once we get to it. So yeah, I did cut out me doing like me maneuvering all of those rocks, because I did have to use the tool mod for that to get them to be at the correct height and to get them to sink into the ground properly. So yeah, I did use the tool mod for that, so I did cut that out. And I think I cut out some of the exterior as well, just me being super indecisive, because I was building this off of a reference picture, like I said. And whenever I do that, it always helps me to build things that I wouldn't normally build, like styles that I wouldn't normally build, or shapes or something like that. But also, on the other hand, it makes it so that I'm very indecisive when I build, because I'm trying to get it to match as closely to the picture as possible, but then also still look good in The Sims. So sometimes when you have reference pictures, it looks great in real life, but in The Sims it just doesn't look that great. So yeah, that's kind of what I was struggling with a little bit. I was struggling with getting the colors to match properly, and obviously some things we just don't have in The Sims. So yeah, there were some things where I had to really like mess around with stuff and try and get them to like line up or like match the color, and some of the colors just didn't look right together to me anyway. And yeah, so I messed around with stuff like that a lot, like colors and windows and just little decorative things. And you guys will see that they're both fairly symmetrical. So the upstairs, like the second and third floor, are fairly symmetrical. I think the third floor is totally symmetrical, but the second floor, where like the living space is in my head, one of them is a little bit differently shaped than the other one. It's a little bit bigger. So the one on the right, if you're looking at the lot from the front, that one is a little bit bigger on the second floor, and on the first floor, so downstairs in the like basement area, they aren't the same shape either. So yeah, they're a little bit differently shaped, and I think in that case, like in the basement floor, the like left hand one might be a little bit bigger. So yeah, they're a little bit different. They're not totally symmetrical, but I really like that they're not complete like copies of each other. Wow, I can't speak. They are a little bit different from each other, while still like looking very similar from the front at least. So yeah, there's that. But yeah, the rest of this video is basically just going to be me like decorating the exterior of this build. I didn't do too much decorative things, because it is supposed to be a modern build, and just doing like the little bit of landscaping and the downstairs, like I guess hangout pool area. But yeah, you guys will be able to see now what I did with those rocks. I just used them to line the outside of the like pool area. I don't know, I keep wanting to call it like a basement, but it's not technically a basement because it's open, and I didn't use the basement tool either. So it's literally not a basement, but I keep wanting to call it a basement because it is like technically underneath the ground level. So yeah, I don't know what I'm calling that, but anyway. But yeah, you guys will see I used a ton of those rocks from Outdoor Retreat, and that took me forever. I'm not really used to using the tool mod yet, so I have used it before, but not all that much, and having to use it this much took me forever. I mean, it's fairly simple to use once you like get used to how it works, but I had to like lower them down individually, and that took me so long. But luckily, Twisted Mixie, like literally the day after I built this, they posted an update for their mod that allows you to select groups of items, so you can select multiple items to lower them to the same level. You don't have to do it like individually, which would have been so handy when I built this. Honestly, it would have helped me so much, but oh well. Next time that I have to do something on this like large of a scale, that will be very useful. But yeah, you guys will see that they both have their own like little outdoor spaces. I tried to make them fairly similar. Just, you know, I use most of the same furniture, like the same couches, the same counters, the same tables as well. I don't know why I did that, because I did think that, I don't know, maybe like the outdoor space, maybe these are like rented townhouses, so they're rented out. The people that live there don't own them, they're like rented out through an agency or whatever, and whoever does own the townhouses decided to furnish the exterior, like this downstairs, like, I don't know, patio, grilling, whatever area. And I think maybe the people that own these townhouses decided to furnish these areas themselves, so they do have fairly matching furniture in them because of that. They're not like personalized to the Sims that live in the townhouses, if that makes sense. But they do have their own like little personal touches, like those plants I think would be, you know, very personal to whatever Sims live in like this townhouse, whereas the other one has some plant boxes and that decorative like table that came with Eco Lifestyle. The one that kind of looks like a planting table that has a bunch of planter pots and some soil and a bunch of gardening tools on them. I think maybe the Sims that live in the right hand one would be very into gardening maybe, so they do have their like few little planter boxes and everything like that on the outside. But yeah, I did play around with trying to fit in that that dew collector from Eco Lifestyle, but I didn't end up doing that because it just looked very out of place, so I didn't bother with it. But yeah, this build is almost done, you guys, so I'm just gonna wrap up this voiceover here. But I hope you guys enjoyed this build. If you did, give it a like. And if you're new to the channel and you just came in from JACQUELINE'S channel, hi, I'm Chrissie. I should have mentioned this way at the beginning of the video. But I do mostly Sims 4 speed builds. I also do some Sims 2 speed builds. I've posted a few Sims Medieval videos on the channel before. And I have also done at least one like Sims 3 speed build. So I'm hoping to do more Sims 3 stuff in the future as well. But at the moment I'm doing mostly Sims 4 stuff, and I do mostly Sims like speed builds, but I also do creator Sims as well sometimes, and some mod overviews and stuff like that. So yeah, it's basically just general Sims content, I guess. But if you're new and you're interested in seeing some more Sims content, feel free to hit the subscribe button, and remember to turn on the notification bell as well to be notified of whenever I upload a new video. But yeah, with that said, you guys, you should definitely go and check out JACQUELINE'S build, because I know I am going to watch that as soon as the videos are posted. I'm going to be checking out her speed build and seeing what she did with the interior. So yeah, her links will all be in the description. So her Twitter, her Instagram, her channel link, and her video link will be in the description for you guys. And definitely go and check that out, because like I said, she does some amazing builds and I absolutely love them. So yeah, definitely go and check that out. But I hope you guys are all having a great day, and I will talk to you all in my very next video. Bye guys.